Good morning students. In previous class we have learnt about basic concepts about quadrilaterals. In that we have learnt about polygons and different types of polygons and also diagonals. Now in this class we are discuss about types of polygons. In that there are two types are there. One convex polygons. Second one concave polygon. Just I will draw two polygons. Just observe these figures. We already know that these are all the examples for polygons. Just observe here ABCD is a polygon. It has five sides AB, BC, CD, ABCDE, CD, DE and EA. There are five sides are there, five vertices are there. Then it is called pentagon. Now how many diagonals are there for pentagon? We already know that diagonals means we can join two non-consecutive points of a polygon. Here A and B are consecutive points. A and C are non-consecutive points. Join these two, we get one diagonal. Again A and E is consecutive points, but A and D are not consecutive points. Then join these two, we get one diagonals, two diagonals. And then next BD and then DE and also EC. There are five diagonals are there in this polygon. Now here give name PQ RS. It has four sides and four vertices. Then it is called quadrilateral. Just here there are two diagonals are there. One is PR, another one is QS. Now for this polygon, here name P, Q, R, S, T. Here S and T are consecutive points, S and R are consecutive points. Therefore, now from draw T to R and T to Q and P to S. There are three diagonals are there for this polygon and also for this one A, B, C, D. Here AC is two non-consecutive points and also BD. These two are the diagonals for this polygon ABCD. Now observe these diagonals in these figures. Just observe in this figure, all diagonals are in between the polygon. Means all diagonals are interior in these polygons. Here also same, but here some two diagonals TR and TQ are interior of are in the interior of this polygon, but PS is the outside the polygon. Here also AC outside the polygon, but BD inside the polygon. Here that polygons are having diagonals are inside the polygon. These type of polygons are called convex polygons. Otherwise, in general, each interior angle of a polygon is less than 180 degree. We call those polygons are called convex polygons. And also Here just observe this angle P T, yes, this angle. This is more than 180. Here also this angle is more than 180. PTS interior angle is more than 180 degree. Here ADC interior angle is more than 180 degree. But here you can observe any angle is not more than 180 degree. All are less than 180 degree. The polygons which are having all interior angle less than 180 degree, those polygons are called convex polygons. The polygons which are having one or any more angles which are more than 180 degree are called concave polygons. In other words, the diagonals are exterior of this polygon, those polygons are called concave polygons. These are the two types of polygons. One is concave, another one is convex. Now we are going to divide polygons into another two types. They are called regular polygons and irregular polygons. Just observe these two. These regular and irregular polygons are the types of convex polygons. Types of convex polygons. There are two types. One is regular polygons, another one irregular polygons. What is irregular polygons? Means in a polygon all angles are equal and also all sides are equal. Those polygons are called regular polygons. In convex polygons, the angles are different and also sides are different length. Then those polygons are called irregular polygons. For example, I will draw an triangle ABC. Here the line segment AB is equal to BC and also BC is equal to AC. All three sides of this triangle are equal and also angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. This angle is equal to C angle is equal to A angle equal to B angle. Then it is called, we already know that all three sides are equal in a triangle. It is called equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all angles also equal, each angle of 60 degree. It is the example for regular polygon. In regular polygon, all sides are equal and also all angles are equal. Another one example for regular polygons are square. In square, all sides are equal. A, B, C, D. Here AB is equal to BC, BC equal to CD, CD is equal to AD. All four sides of a square are equal and also all angles are equal to 90 degree. All angles are equal to 90 degree. It is called square. Here A, B, C, D, all angles are equal to 90 degree. AD, DC, BC and BA are all four equal sides. Then these two are the example for regular polygons. Sometimes pentagon also having all sides are equal and also all angles are equal. That also example for regular polygons. In irregular polygons, there is no all sides are equal and also all angles are equal. For example, I will take one quadrilateral, that is ABCD. Here this AB is equal to DC and also AD is equal to CB. Just observe, in this square all the four sides are equal, but here these opposite two sides are equal, then these opposite two sides are equal, but all angles are equal to 90 degree. All angles are equal to 90 degree. But it is a irregular polygon because here all angles are equals. All angles are equals means equiangular. Equiangular. If all sides are equal, equilateral. But here this ABCD is equiangular, but not equilateral. Equilateral. Here this AD is equal to BC, but this BC not equal to AB. Therefore, these triangles are these polygons are not a regular polygons. Those are called irregular polygons. The polygons which are non-equiangular and also non-equilateral, those polygons are called irregular polygons. In general, you can write any quadrilateral like this. Here no sides are equal, no angles are equal. These also are example for irregular polygons. These are the types of polygons. Now we are discuss about angle sum property. We already know that sum of interior angles of a triangle, then it is triangle ABC. Then add these three interior angles, we get 180 degree. That is called sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. This is already known property. By using this property, we can find out the sum of interior angle of a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means it has four sides and four angles. Now consider one polygon. It has four sides A, B, C, D. There are A, B, B, C, C, D and DA. There are four sides and also four angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. We don't know the sum of interior angles of this polygon A, B, C, D. How can we find out? Very simple. Now divide this polygon into two triangles. Now by using this known property, we can easily find out the sum of all the angles of a interior angles of a polygon ABCD. Then here now this ABCD is split into two triangles. One is ACD, another one is ABC. Now we want A plus D plus C plus B. Then we add these two angles, we get angle A. This angle and this angle, add these two angles, we get angle C. Then angle B and angle D. Now sum of interior angle of these triangle, first one is like this. We already know that add this all three angles, we get 180 degree. Now this triangle is like this. Then sum of all three angles of these triangles are equal to 180 degree. Then add these two, we get overall sum of interior angles of this polygon ABCD. Then 180 degree plus 180 degree, that is equal to 360 degree. Sum of interior angle of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. If it has n side, for example, we don't know the exact number of sides, that time we are take the general formula, that is called n minus 2 into 180 degree. N minus 2 into 180 degree. This is the sum of interior angles. Sum of interior angles of a polygon. That is called n minus 2 into 180 degree. If that polygons, we already know that for a example ABCD, in ABCD sum of interior angle is equal to 180 degree. It has 4 sides. Here n is number of sides. Number of sides. Now it has 4 sides. Then 4 minus 2 into 180 degree. That is equal to 4 minus 2, 2 into 180 degree. 180 into 2, that is equal to 360 degree. If a polygon, convex polygon or concave polygon has n sides, 4 sides, then sum of its interior angle is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, we can use the general formula for sum of interior angles of a polygon, that is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. This is the general formula. For find out in the next one, for example, ABC is a regular polygon. Here AB is equal to BC, BC is equal to AC, then angle A is equal to angle B, angle B is equal to angle C. How can we find out these interior angles without any measuring? That is very easy. We already know that ABC is a equilateral triangle and also equiangular triangle. We can find out the interior angle of a polygon. In general, I will write that polygon, that is equal to number of sum of interior angles divided by number of sides. For example, ABC. Here there are 3 sides, 3 angles are there. It is called triangle. Here we can find out the measure of angle A, angle B and angle C. It also a regular polygon. Now substitute in this formula, we already know that sum of interior angle of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Then number of sides, how many sides are there? 3 sides are. Then that is equal to 60 degree. In equilateral triangle, all angles are equal to 60 degree. This is the general formula for find out the interior angle of a regular polygon. That is equal to sum of interior angles divided by number of sides. This is the one of the important property. Now, for find out the exterior angles of a polygon, for example, I will draw a polygon like this. Here some exterior angles are there. These angles are the exterior angles. How can we find out some of these exterior angles of a polygon? That is very simple. The sum of all exterior angles of a polygon are equal to 360 degree. This is also one of the angle sum property. The sum of exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degree. By using these properties and types of polygons, we can solve the problems in exercise 3.1. Exercise 3.1. Here they are given here of figures. First one, given here are some figures. They are given some figures like this. I will draw roughly. This is called 1. This is called 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. They are given some figure of polygons. We can divide these polygons as to be, first one they are given that in that classify each of them on the basis of following. In that first one they are given that A, simple curve. Observe these figures, which are simple curves. I will go for first one. Just we already know that simple curve means we can both line segments are curves are not intersect itself. Here starting from this side and goes to, and again this comes to same point, but here there are no intersecting lines are there, intersecting curves are there. Therefore this one is example for simple curve. Here also same like this, then it is also a simple curve, but here there are circle is example for simple curve, but here there are two interior circles are there. One is interior, another one is exterior. But therefore it is not example for simple curve. And now, is this example for curve? Here I will draw this line segment and this line segment. All are intersecting at these points. Therefore, it is not a simple curve. Then we can easily draw without lifting pen, without cross section. We can draw this figure. Therefore, it is also an example for simple curve. Here we can start from here and again we can draw this curve also very easily. Then it is also an example for simple curve. Now, here also there is no intersection between curves, therefore it is also a example for simple curve. But here there is no, here we can draw this one easily without lifting pen and also this one, but both are intersecting at these points, therefore it is not a simple curve. Now for second one they are given that B, simple closed curves. Simple closed curves. Here I think no one is open figure is there. Here this one also a closed and also simple. Therefore one is the closed simple. Here also this one also a closed figure. Therefore this is a example for simple and also closed. But it is not a simple curve, then it is also a not a simple closed curve. Here this also a not a simple curve, then it is also not a simple closed curve. Now here also there is no open region is there, then this is also a example for simple closed curve. Then observe this one, this already closed, therefore this is also a example for simple closed curve. Now then this also a closed, there is no open space in this figure, therefore this is also a example for simple closed curve. But it is not a simple curve, then it is not also a simple closed curve. Now for going to some question C, they are given that convex, option C, polygon. Polygon. We already know that polygon means, what is polygon? Polygon is a simple closed curve. Simple closed curve. Here observe which are polygon is a simple closed curve made up of only line segment. That also important. Polygon is only made up of line segment and also a closed simple curve. Here just observe how many simple closed curves are there. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. I will go for 1. Here 1 is closed simple curve and also here all are line segments. Therefore polygon 1 is the polygon. Here this also there are 4 line segments are there and it is also a simple closed curve. Then it is also a example for polygon. Here curved shape is there, there is no regular line segments are there. Here also it is not a closed simple curve, therefore it is not a polygon. Here there is no straight lines are there, therefore it is not a polygon. Here also some curves are there. Here not all 4 sides are straight lines, therefore it is not also a polygon. Here 2 line segments are there, but 1 curved line is there, therefore it is not a polygon. Here there are 2 curves are there. It is also not a simple closed curve, then it is not also a polygon. Therefore example for polygons are 1 and 2. Now D sub question, convex polygon. Convex polygon. In these figures there are 2 polygons are there. There are 2 polygons are there. We already know that convex polygon. What is convex polygon? Convex polygons means all interior angles less than 180 degree. Otherwise all diagonals are inside the polygon. Here we can draw easily diagonals. Here one is outside the polygon. Therefore it is not a convex polygon. It is a convex polygon. In figure 2 is the example for convex polygon. Next one D. Next concave polygons. Concave polygons. We already know that in concave polygons diagonals are the outside the polygon. Here this diagonal is outside the polygon. Therefore one is the example for concave polygon. Now we have moved to question number 2. Here they are given that how many diagonals does each of the following have? In that first sub question is a convex quadrilateral. We already know that convex means all diagonals are inside the polygon. Quadrilateral means The polygon has four sides and four angles is called a quadrilateral. I will draw general quadrilateral. Just observe A, B, C, D. Diagonals means we can join two non-consecutive points. Here A and B are consecutive points, therefore it is not a diagonal. Then we can join A and C and B and D. Here AC and BD. How many diagonals are there? There are two diagonals. Two diagonals in convex quadrilateral. Convex means all interior angles less than 180 degree. This is the example for convex quadrilateral. In that there are two diagonals. Next move on to regular hexagon. Hexagon means hexa means 6. Regular means all sides are equal and also all angles are equal. This is a regular hexagon. It has A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 sides A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F and F, A. 6 sides and 6 angles A, B, C, D, E, F. All angles are equal. Here, how many diagonals are there? Here A and F are two consecutive points, therefore it is not a diagonal. Then we join A and C, we get one diagonal, 1. Then we join A and E, we get another one diagonal, and also A and D is another one diagonal, 3. Now we can join from point B, E, B and F plus 1. Next B and E, another one. Next B and D, another one. Now we are going to from point C, C and F, C and F, and also C and E, C and E. In from point D, B, D already joined, AD already joined, remaining one is DF plus 1. How many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There are 9 diagonals are there in a regular hexagon. There are 9 diagonals. They are AE, AC, AD, BD, BE, BF, next CF, CE, and last one is DF. DF. 3 plus 3 plus 3. There are 9 diagonals are there in a regular hexagon. Now next one is C, a triangle. A triangle. Draw a triangle. Triangle means the polygon has 3 line segments. Here ABC is a triangle. Here observe any 2 non-consecutive points are there? No, because A is consecutive point to B, and also A is consecutive to C, and also C is consecutive to B. There are no 2 consecutive points are there in this polygon triangle. Therefore, it does not have any diagonals. No diagonals are there. That means 0 diagonals are there in a triangle. Now we are moving on to question number 3 in this exercise. Here they are given what is the sum of the measures of the angles of a convex quadrilateral, and also they are given that another one question, will this property hold if a quadrilateral is not convex. Here they are given that angle sum property of one is convex polygon and convex quadrilateral, another one is concave quadrilateral. Not a convex means, that means concave. Just I will take one convex quadrilateral and another one is concave quadrilateral. Convex quadrilateral means all interior angles are less than 180 degree and also all diagonals are inside the quadrilateral. I will try one quadrilateral. We don't know the angle in sum of interior angles of this. A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means it has 4 sides and 4 angles and also 4 vertices. Here A, B, C, D are 3 vertices and A, B, B, C, C, D and D, A are 4 sides and also angle D, angle C, angle B and angle A are 4 angles. Now we don't know the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral, but now we can divide this convex quadrilateral into 2 triangles. We already know that sum of interior angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree and sum of here also DBC is one triangle, another one is DAB is another one triangle. Sum of interior angle of triangle BAD is equal to 180 degree. Then we add these two sums, we get the sum of interior angles of convex quadrilateral ABCD, that is 180 plus 180, that is equal to 360 degree. Then sum of interior angles of convex quadrilateral ABCD is equal to, this can be divided into 2 triangles. One is sum of interior angles of triangle, which one? ABD plus sum of interior angles of triangle remaining one BDC. We already know that sum of interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree plus 180 degree, that is equal to 360 degree. Sum of interior angle of a convex quadrilateral is equal to 360. Now we are move on to concave quadrilateral. I will draw one concave quadrilateral. Here I will name it as ABCD, same name, but it has one outside diagonal, that is called AC. That's why we are called concave quadrilateral. In concave quadrilateral, some diagonals are outside the polygon. Here AC is outside the polygon ABCD. Now we can divide this concave quadrilateral also into 2 triangles. One is triangle ABD and another one is triangle BCD. One is ABD, another one is BCD. Now we can split this concave quadrilateral into 2 triangles. We already know that sum of interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree plus sum of interior angles of a triangle, another one triangle also equal to 180 degree. 180 degree plus 180 degree, that is equal to 360 degree. Then angle sum of interior angles of a convex quadrilateral is equal to sum of interior angles of a concave quadrilateral. Both will be same. This is the sum of interior angle of a convex quadrilateral, also 360. Sum of interior angles of a concave quadrilateral is also a 360 degree. Both will be same.